Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thorton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country. I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly. All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Helbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Helbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I'd just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You found out too much. You know where all the embarrassing little connections are. That makes you a good agent, but a rather large liability. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
Not your fault? Oh, of course not. Not the missiles, the killing, the world destabilization for profit. Nope, you're blameless.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do,
It's amusing to hear you say that. Is this a pot talking to a kettle right now, or...?
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
So, I say yes. Now what happens?
Any moment, soldiers are going to come through that door and take you back to the medical bay you started this whole business in. Me, they could care less about, as long as I'm still around to negotiate with senators and forget I ever saw anything here.
So all I need to do is escape. And then... what?
You have friends as well as enemies. One will contact you soon enough, I imagine. You're resourceful that way. You won't have much time until they sanitize this facility and destroy all the existing records. You'll need to get that data, and I doubt the staff will allow you to reach it.
So you want me to expose this place?
Yes, I have a vested interest in seeing this program be dragged out into the light.
All right.
There is one other thing. Miss Tang, Mina, the one who helped you, I'm afraid she'll have to be killed.
She's here?
Yes, we were able to intercept her before she left. She put up quite a fight, but unfortunately she was captured. So now that needs to be corrected. I'm asking you to do it.
Why?
If you need a reason, speak to her. You'll understand why after the conversation.
I doubt it.
We'll see. Are you ready, Mike? The grand finale's about to begin. Once the soldiers come through that door, it's going to be you against the world.
You know, I don't like you much.
This, Mike, is business, and I really don't care. For the record, I think you're a pain in the ass, but I prefer to see results and not let emotions bleed into it.
Let's get this started then.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Don't. I'll make it quick.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It's gonna be nothing compared to the coup de grace. Hope you're ready for it.
Yes. After all, what kind of chief of security would I be if I wasn't considering my options? Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
I'm surprised you haven't figured it out yet, Marburg. I know your history. I know the United States left you out to dry. Deus Vult, all of it. But it doesn't seem like you learned anything from it. You served Deus Vult blindly, and now you're answering to Leyland and Halbeck.
Your point?
Trading one master for another, Marburg? Seems to me blind loyalty is what got you here in the first place. Everything you know about Leyland should tell you what your future is.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Doc will be along in just a bit to administer your meds. Nice knowing you, Thornton.
what's going on in there.
Once you're armed, get to the global monitoring center and hack into the system. I'll do what I can to assist you.
What the hell is going on with the electronics in here?
What's that?
Audio contact.
You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
Last chance, guys. Back up your files.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thorton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Rome.
If you think your efforts in Rome caused any inconvenience, the bomb failed to go off, yes, but it renewed talks in terrorist legislation, so it was satisfactory. Not quite as much of an effect as hoped, but...
And your daughter getting killed? Was that all right with you too?
What?
Your daughter, Madison. She was in Rome. Marburg shot her in the back, right in front of me, out of revenge for stopping the bomb.
And why would he do that?
Oh, he didn't know she was your daughter. But he was so pissed at the time, I don't think he would have cared.
I don't believe you.
Then ask him. Ask him if a Madison worked at his company, and if she was one of the casualties in Rome. Madison St. James.
St. James?
Your wife's maiden name. Madison took it to distance herself from you, and you know why she did it. I don't care if you believe me, Parker, but just ask Marburg. You have nothing to lose.
This conversation is over, Agent.
Damn it. Parker.
Let's move it.
Scarlet?
Mike, what are you doing here?
I could ask you that same question. Did they hurt you?
No. They asked me a lot of questions, but I think they were mostly interested in finding out what I knew about you.
What did you tell them?
Not much. I think I learned more about you from them than anything you ever told me. Mike, there's something I have to tell you.
Can it wait? We have to get out of here without getting killed.
Mike, it's about what happened in Taipei, about Sung. There was a reason I was there. I was the shooter.
What? Why are you telling me this, and why now? There's nothing I can do about it now. There's more important things at stake.
What are you going to do?
You mean, what are we gonna do? I need your help if I'm gonna get out of here. I also need that footage. And failing that, your testimony. No way am I leaving you here. I don't think Leyland intends to pay you, and Alpha Protocol's not gonna be nice to you either. And if you're as good as I think you are, Having one of the world's best assassins on my side could even the odds.
All right, Mike. You've got my attention. I'll get the footage and meet up with you. I'll be all right. Go on ahead.
Looks like they're flooding the place.
I guess they're scrubbing the evidence clean. And you along with it. A hand here. These guys are killing my story.
You made it out, I see. Resourceful. But before you get to the server room, there's one last loose end. Miss Tang. She'll need to be dealt with. If we let her live, shutting down Alpha Protocol won't matter. We'll soon have other problems.
Is this your way of making me say I need your help? Because I do. These guys are all over me.
I hope I can count on you, Thorton. Leyland out.
Make this easy on you. Come on,
I heard they'd taken you into custody. After everything that happened, I didn't think they'd let you go.
They didn't.
You escaped? Mike, what's wrong? You sound different.
Who are you actually working for? Judging from the fact you're locked in this room, it's not Alpha Protocol.
No, it's not. Infiltrating this place, using the personnel here, that was my assignment. For every program like Alpha Protocol that tries to stay off the radar, an agency like mine is ordered to find them and watch them. Sometimes we succeed.
Then you have the satisfaction of a mission accomplished, Mina. I am going to burn this place to the ground.
I didn't want to use you. That wasn't my goal. But then Hellbeck got involved. I didn't have a choice.
You're wrong. But at this point, it doesn't matter. I need to erase all evidence I was here, and that means tying up all the loose ends. I'm not gonna kill you. You were just doing your job, so was I. Hopefully you've come to the realization that the job's not what's important. I'm letting you go. Report back to your bosses, whatever you want, but advise them to stay out of my way. I've got work to do.
I understand.
Good. If I were you, I'd find a way out of here as quickly as possible. As bad as they are now, things are gonna get a lot worse.
I'll do what I can to shut down the security systems, or to break the guards. Go on ahead. I'll circle around and get to a terminal. If you see Darcy, save something.
Come out.
I've got a nice view from up here. You go ahead and do your thing.
You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
Do you have access to the files? What is taking so long?
I'm confirming some details on the Rome operation.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, I could use some help. Can you get on that other terminal? I need someone to log in on a secondary station.
What? Fine.
I understand you killed my daughter in Rome. Shot her in the back.
What?
Madison St. James. My daughter.
You're wrong. And don't point that gun at me. What next? Fools locked us out of the system. The files are still
we heard a shot.
Not now. We need to get a tech up here. St. James was his daughter. Of all the... Thorton told him. Everyone, search the area. Be on your guard. I don't think we've seen the last of Mr. Thornton yet. There you are.
I think they've launched bombs in here. And it looks like you only have a few minutes before the timers hit 0. Mike, you need to shut them down. Those two.
Well, look at you. Really resilient, my agent. Aren't you? You'll pay for that!
surface. Make sure you get to cover.
I'll circle around and meet up with you topside.
Great. Running out of staff. Darcy, get your men ready.
On it. Mikey won't get by me.